Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto IO, the place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday, just so you don't have to. My name is Not Important, and I'm your host. Let's get into the nonsense. Blackrock, the devil, we're going to talk about this, applies for spot Bitcoin ETF, a US first if approved, and it will get approved. I'm like 99.9% sure, and we'll explain why. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF is the best thing to happen to crypto, or to BTC, excuse me, or is it? Question mark. Hopefully this article will cover the same feelings I have towards this. And more to the BlackRock story. BlackRock blockchain associate requests info on Prometheum over suspicious approval. There is something going on right now amidst the... let's just talk about it, right? Before we get into this too deep, because I keep kind of hinting what I'm getting at. Anyway, there is something going on inside of the quote-unquote crypto space, government, SEC, etc., and it looks real shady and really dark and really scary and really what is the word I'm looking for? Orchestrated is what the word I was looking for. So BlackRock has just filed for a Bitcoin spot ETF. What's interesting about this is, if you've been here for a while, there have been so many spot ETFs applications through traditional crypto companies, right? I know Grayscale has, if I'm correct, has applied for one or more. They've been denied. They've been being denied left and right since people were trying to do them in 2017, 2018, if I remember correctly. The reason why they're so, and I'm really gonna slaughter this too if you're more familiar about this stuff than I am. I'm not a huge traditional market guy. The reason why they're so exciting to the crypto space is because it'll open up a door for more traditional finance money to get involved into Bitcoin, because as opposed to futures trading and whatnot, in derivative trading, you actually have to hold actual Bitcoin, if I remember correctly. And again, it's a way of traditional finance investors and traders to protect themselves from the volatility, if I remember correctly. And I know I'm probably slaughtering that. I'm sure if anyone watches this, they're going to go, this guy's an idiot, doesn't know what he's talking about. And the reality is, I don't care, because I don't spend time in that world. The only reason I ever even looked into ETFs and whatnot is because it could potentially pump the price of Bitcoin and then furthermore the crypto market. BlackRock. If you don't know what BlackRock is, you should. BlackRock literally has its hands in everything and owns damn near everything, as well as BlackRock falls right in line with Citadel. What's the other one? BlackRock, Citadel. Oh God, why can't I think of the name? There's one more, and I can't think of it. Basically, these people, these companies are part of the World Economic Forum, part of it, just really, really shady, like James Bond villain, evil stuff that's going on in the world. Do some research on them, but they literally have their hands in everything. They own damn near everything. And it's very interesting that all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they want to throw their hat into the crypto space and apply for a Bitcoin ETF. Now, there's a lot of people going, will they get approved? Yes. I am 99.9% sure they will get approved, because they control everything. They control so many people in Congress. They control, and I know it sounds so conspiracy theory, but trust me, the majority of money and capital that moves through markets and companies, giant companies and corporations, is BlackRock, Citadel. This is it's really evil stuff if you look at it, and concerning stuff. The other thing I'm seeing in the space right now is that there are a lot of people that are looking at this as a good thing for crypto. Will Bitcoin pump off of this? Absolutely. But the problem is what are we giving up? This is not a game for BlackRock to just make money. This is they're positioning themselves to control Bitcoin, without a doubt. Without even with me even not even like reading any of these articles yet, looking any deeper into this, these guys are between the SEC or whatever other governmental entities that don't like what crypto, the freedoms that we're getting from crypto. This is a positioning to control it. And this Prometheum thing that I literally just started hearing about yesterday, I've never heard of this company or this project, but that are supposedly the only SEC regulated and approved crypto company out there. It all looks like a ploy. It all looks like a plant. It all looks like it's a setup. It's all orchestrated. And there's tons of people that go way deeper into it, and I'm not going to go that deep because I'm not that smart, but I'm going to read these articles to you. And I challenge you, and I recommend you dig deeper into this stuff and don't buy into the bullshit. So with that being said, let's jump into the market. Right now, current market cap sitting at $1.036 trillion. Bitcoin dominates 47.8%. ETH dominates 19.4%. And Gwei down to 17. Awesome. Low Gwei. Excuse me, with the allergies. Bitcoin bounced yesterday. We're going to talk about it. Slightly, everything is kind of bouncing and starting to slowly turn around. Everybody's already forgot about the Tether FUD. No one cares anymore. Yeah, anything pumping heavy though? 3% for Litecoin. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything huge. 4.29 OKB. ICP at 5.34. 5.83 on Lighter DAO. Yeah, nothing crazy. VeChain's still getting hit hard. Ooh, Stacks 14.67. Holy shnikes. KuCoin 14.33. Exchange token. Interesting. Yeah, nothing crazy. Some pumps, some small pumps. Let's see if there's a big pump anything. Let's just check it out. Trust Wallet. Everybody's moving their coins over to Trust Wallet, so that makes sense. Stacks is the next biggest actual project. Pepe with a 10%. INJ, there you go. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Everything's starting to turn around just a little bit. And I'm going to show you what besides the BlackRock news, I'm going to show you why I think that is. And it's not going to be too deep. Let's go to Bitcoin. Weird. This is the descending wedge channel, whatever you want to call it, that we were looking at for the last couple of days. That I was like, it could be in play. It might not be in play. I adjusted it just a little bit yesterday to line up with this bottom, and look what happened. We bounced right off of it, guys. So Bitcoin 4 hour, we bounced off of it heavy. We get that last blood diamond that literally tanked us to it. We'll call the bottom without the wicks. I mean, it's damn near 25. People just have buy orders just below it, trying to keep it, trying to catch something just a little bit lower. But 24.9, we bounced, and we blew right up past my 25.434, and we ranged here a little bit, and then we touched it again, and then moved. So we're gonna, we're finding a floor support. Excuse me, gotta get the words out of your mouth. Support here at that 25.4, just like we did here, kind of here, but again, all we're looking for is to see if that holds. and hopefully we get back up above this 25.8, turn that back into support, and then continue moving up. And look, I know I'm not the only one looking at this, but if we continue to move forward and upward, let's say over the next, let's just say over the weekend. So 15, 16, 17, 18. Let's say by the 18th, we get up here to 26.7. We'll be looking for a breakout potentially, or potentially a support level at 26.5 and continue going up. But this all could break and fall apart again. And unfortunately, I think a lot of this bounce might be because of the Blackrock news, which is really scary, to be honest, that everyone's really excited about this. And will this pump bags? This will definitely pump, but at what cost, man? And I hate to sound like the crypto purist, because I never really thought I would be, but knowing what this is, literally the devil coming into our space. It's not good. All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and get on these stories, because I've rambled enough about what I think I know about them. Let's see what they say. Blackrock applies for spot Bitcoin ETF, a U.S. first if approved, and it will be approved because they control everything. The investment firm joins a long line of applicants. ARK is among those still waiting to hear from the SEC, and Grayscale has appealed its rejection. There you go, Grayscale. Now, BlackRock has filed an application for Bitcoin spot exchange traded fund ETF. The investment company is the world's largest, and it would be the first crypto spot ETF in the United States if it receives approval. According to a filing by the NASDAQ stock exchange with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, Coinbase Custody Trust Company would be the custodian of the funds, Bitcoin holding, and Bank of New York Mellon would custody its fiat. BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust would be traded as commodity-based trust shares, according to the application filed on June 15th. The shares have been designed to remove the obstacles represented by the complexities and operational burdens involved in a direct investment in Bitcoin. The Bitcoin price will be updated at least every 15 seconds during regular market trading using the CF Benchmarks Index. The document notes that previously approved spot exchange traded products in the commodities and currency markets are generally unregulated, and the commission relied on the underlying futures market as the basis for approving trust shares in the past. Thus, as such, the regulated market of significant size test does not require that the spot Bitcoin market be regulated in order for the commission to approve this proposal. The SEC has not approved the spot Bitcoin ETF so far, despite numerous applicants. It's been going on for a long time. Grayscale took the SEC to appeals court to argue for the soundness of the Bitcoin futures after the SEC rejected its application to create a spot Bitcoin ETF. Kathy Wood's ARK Invest and European investment firm 21 Shares have also been pressing for a spot Bitcoin ETF approval, filing their third application in April. The world's first spot traded Bitcoin ETF was Canada's purpose Bitcoin ETF set up in early 2021. Well, there you have it. Moving on. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF is the best thing to happen to Bitcoin, or is it? Hopefully this touches on what I've been saying and is not just big nothing burger. Galaxy Digital CEO Mike Novogratz was among those over the moon with the news. Others warn it could be the start of a major institutional takeover. Yes, that's where my head's at. BlackRock's latest filing for a spot Bitcoin BTC trust will drive investors' confidence into Bitcoin and may even be the best thing that could happen to Bitcoin, according to some crypto industry observers, but others warn of a hidden cost. During an interview on June 16th, Galaxy Digital CEO Mike Novogratz said the approval of BlackRock's ETF application would be the best thing that could happen to Bitcoin. I say a Hail Mary every night that Larry Fink and BlackRock pull off a Bitcoin ETF, Novogratz said on the Fox News segment, according to a tweet by host Liz Clemon. Right. Meanwhile, cryptocurrency analyst James Edwards of Finder.com, a financial product comparison website, told Cointelegraph that the timing of Blackrock's filing should provide confidence in both Bitcoin as an asset and also Coinbase in its upcoming legal battle fight with the SEC. Blackrock's willingness to press on with a Bitcoin ETF at a time when the SEC is on a warpath against crypto is very telling. It shows confidence in Bitcoin's status as a commodity rather than a security, he said, adding, it's unlikely that BlackRock would push forward with an ETF of this nature without serious consultation with regulators and confidence in Bitcoin's future legal status. BlackRock's intention to use Coinbase custody to control funds should also be seen as a massive confidence booster for Coinbase as it prepares its legal defense, Edwards explained. He added that BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, they control damn near everything, y'all. Likely wouldn't partner with Coinbase had they not been confident in Coinbase's legal position. The downside, here we go. Hopefully this gets into it and makes sense. Others argue that the traditional investment giant's latest moves undermine the ethos of decentralized cryptocurrencies, or that the company may find a way to profit from retail investors. Exactly, or control retail investors. Investor Scott Melker explained in a June 16th interview that such an approval would be a disservice to crypto native innovators who built the industry. As good as this may be for institutional adoption of the space, it kind of violates the ethos. It is a bit of a dishonest push away from the people who built the industry in the United States. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Sinania Mahane Ventures, partner and Ethereum bull Adam Cochran, believes that the BlackRock will swoop in on the discounted coins of retail investors, a theory also shared by Melker. Yeah, Wall Street is going to sweep in and buy all the entire industry for pennies on the dollar. Yeah, and they'll control it. It's concerning. Steven Lubka, a managing director at Swan Bitcoin, shared a similar view, predicting that Bitcoin will reach $1 million, but few retail investors would reap the rewards because the bulk of BTC will be owned by BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, and other ETF issuers. Melker added that Wall Street firms will continue to move into the space and that U.S. regulators will likely choose them over incumbent platforms. ARK Invest, Grayscale, Fidelity, Galaxy Digital, Van Eck, Valkyrie Investments, NYDIG, Skybridge, and Winsome Tree are among the other investment firms that have applied to the SEC for similar Bitcoin and cryptocurrency ETFs. Since the news was first reported, the price of BTC has increased 2.2% to 25,584 at the time of writing. Interestingly, the Fear and Greed Crypto Index increased from 41 to 47, leaving the fear zone following the news of BlackRock's filing. I didn't get into. It's deeper than what they're saying. There's definitely something orchestrated going on, and hopefully we'll see what the next article says about Prometheus. Prometheum. Dude, it all just looks shady. The timing, the connection, it doesn't just look shady. It's obviously shady. And in my honest opinion, they don't give a shit anymore. We're the peasants. They're the kings and gods, and they don't care how they do it. They just got to do it strategically, but they don't care if we notice it. All right, blockchain associate requests info on Prometheum over suspicious approval. The FOIA request with the SEC regarding Prometheum has been filed, while others found former FINRA and SEC staffers among the firm's ranks. United States crypto lobby group Blockchain Associates has filed a request with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission seeking information about the formerly little-known crypto company Prometheum. The company became the center of the crypto industry's attention this week when its CEO, Aaron Kaplan, by the way, dig into Kaplan Law. They're all the people involved in Prometheum and went to unaccredited law schools, all sorts of shit. It's just so diabolically shady. Anyways, testified at a House hearing and gave its support of regulating crypto under securities laws and the SEC, a position that's starkly opposite to other vocal proponents of the industry. On June 15th, Blockchain Associate Counsel Marissa I'm an idiot. Marissa Kopel said the group filed a Freedom of Information Act request to the SEC seeking documents and communications related to Prometheum. In a series of tweets, Kopel said she was suspicious that Prometheum was approved as a special purpose broker deal for digital assets in the midst of aggressive SEC enforcement. Exactly. Why were they given special privileges while their SEC is attacking everything? Kopel was also skeptical of how Kaplan was able to provide testimony at a congressional hearing on regulations for the industry when no one else is allowed in there. Let that sink in. I'm not going to read her tweets, but I strongly recommend you guys do. Hopefully she explains what I'm trying to get at and what I've seen. It's really deep, and I just my space, my channel, I don't have the time to deep dive on this stuff, guys. I'm just some regular dude just trying to read you the news. FOAI requests are submissions by members of the public to U.S. federal agencies that can ask for records on any topic, in this case, the SEC's information on Prometheum. At the June 13th House hearing, Kaplan said his firm did not receive any additional exemptive relief from the SEC when questioned by Representative Mike Flood. I kind of want to watch this. Will it play? Please tell me it'll play. Yes. Okay, so what I'm getting out of this and what I'm hearing other people talk about is like, here's the shady thing. This company pops out of nowhere. They have no working product. They're a project with no utility at this point, right? They're allowed to sit in Congress where no other crypto company that's been around for God knows how long and been trying to do everything correctly, etc., etc. They're allowed to testify in Congress out of nowhere, and they're getting the green light from the SEC right now. So on top of that, BlackRock all of a sudden applies for an ETF. This is why a lot of people, and according to myself, saying this looks very orchestrated. This looks like the shell company that is going to be the Trojan horse, basically, is what people are saying. The Trojan horse of traditional finance, the SEC into crypto, as well as BlackRock is holding the bag, basically. And I know that sounds really, I'm really terrible at explaining this, but to me it makes sense. To me it looks shady as hell. To me it doesn't look like the silver lining for crypto by any means. Who are these people? Who are they? You even have Charles Hoskinson of Cardano going, who the hell are these people? And these are people who have been in crypto since the beginning, and they don't even know who these people are. Yet here they are sitting in Congress. Never let Charles in Congress. Never let even Vitalik. Like Brian Armstrong. I don't know. Any of these people that, whether you like them and think they're good people or not for the space, whatever, but all of a sudden this dude, what's his name? Aaron Kaplan is allowed to sit with Congress and testify about his project, his exchange, whatever. I don't even know what the Prometheum is. I think it's an exchange from what it sounds like. All of a sudden, BlackRock applies for an ETF. Dude, it's diabolical. All right, moving on. I'm just supposed to read the news. Meanwhile, others have raised suspicion over the background Prometheum team, noting that some are former SEC and financial industry regulators, regulatory authorities, staffers. Weird that some of the team are basically ex-SEC. Weird. Prometheum's chief compliance officer, Joseph Zangri, was an SEC enforcement attorney in the mid to late 1990s. In addition, the company's chief regulatory officer, Rosemary Finelli, joined the company in May of 2021 after a nearly 14-year stint in senior roles at FINRA, a self-regulatory organization for the U.S. securities industry. The co-founder and co-CEOs of Prometheum, Aaron and Benjamin Kaplan, also have a small degree of separation from former SEC staff. The Kaplans are attorneys at the law firm Gooseray Kaplan, which states it was established by a former chief attorney of the SEC's Division of Enforcement. Guys, you can't make this shit up. And the thing that's funny is it makes me wonder if guys like Gary Gensler, the SEC, the people who are organized, like think they're slick, like going, oh, no one will figure this out. Guys, crypto Twitter is full of super sleuths. It's a bunch of nerds, no, and I don't mean that in a negatory term, that have nothing better to do than dig into this shit. And look at this. This is insane. Shady AF. Gooseray Kaplan, co-founder Martin H. Kaplan, is also a Prometheum chairman. Weird. It is not out of the ordinary for crypto companies to hire former regulatory staffers. However, following a lawsuit from the SEC, Binance US hired former SEC Enforcement Co-Director George Canellos as a lawyer. The newly appointed Chief Legal Officer of Stablecoin Issuer Circle has a resume spanning many government roles, including the US Treasury and the Commodities Futures Trading Commission. I don't care. Outside of that, this looks like the shadiest shit ever. And orchestrated. Very orchestrated. Why are they allowed to sit and testify in Congress when you can't get any of the OGs in there? I don't know, guys. Will this move the needle a bit? Yes, absolutely. Bitcoin will move if they get approved. But at what cost? That's it. That's all I've got for you guys this morning. It is Friday. Get out of there. Get out of your job, or I don't know. Go touch some grass. Go enjoy your weekend is the point I'm getting at. Outside of that, per usual, if you enjoy the content I provide for you here every morning on Boring Crypto IO, please by all means subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell for notifications so you know when I do post a video. Watch the videos. Like the videos. Please share the videos on all of your social platforms. And help us grow, help us get the word out that this is some shady shit. And I'll see you guys bright and early Monday morning. I'm out of here.